Hi, I'm Midge Shoemaker, and this is day 77 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on gratitude. So, yay for day 77. That means I only have 23 days to go. I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful to learn to be gentle with myself, to try to listen to my body, realizing how very out of shape I am today. Had some people come over that are like half my age and help me rearrange stuff, and I did like a quarter of the work that they did, and I think I was 10 times more exhausted than they were. And I was like, man, I'm so out of shape. Either that or I'm just really old, or both. I was like, oh, it sucks getting older sometimes. And also just because I haven't been taking care of myself. And I woke up this morning with like 5 hours of sleep and decided I was still tired and went back to bed. And I was able to go back to sleep, and I thought, yay, this is a good thing because I need more sleep. And then I woke up with a migraine. I was like, what? That's just not fair. I tried to take better care of myself and give myself the much needed sleep that I need. And apparently my body disagreed with that. So it wasn't horrible. It's just like the beginnings of a migraine. So I was able to still take a shower and get up and do some stuff, and obviously still had people come over and do things. And then after they left, I just was like, ugh. So I didn't go to work or do anything else today. I meant to. I had every intention of doing that, and I did not. So I even started a load of laundry, and I think it's still sitting in my washer because I haven't had the energy to go take it out. Oh, it's terrible of me. But I'm grateful for the help that I got today. I'm grateful to have a living room floor. It's amazing. I am grateful to start having some things unpacked. I have shelves full of movies now, and not all of my books. I need to see if I can find the rest of my books and if they will fit with my movies, because apparently my movie collection has grown. Um, Now it just makes me want to sit and watch movies, and I wish that I had them all when I had my movie day the other day. Uh, so anyway, but I'm grateful to have stuff done. I am grateful to start, having a home to put some of my things in instead of just in piles everywhere, not knowing what anything is. I'm very good at being a disorganized mess, and um, I've never had an organized mess. It's always been a disorganized mess because I'm just a disorganized mess. That's how I view myself. So um, and my surroundings usually, equal that. So it's kind of cool to like change my surroundings so that kind of can help to change my thought process, my perception of myself, because I don't have to be a disorganized mess, and I can have things organized, and I can have good ideas. I can make suggestions, and thankfully I had other people that were willing to put my suggestions into action, so I didn't have to. So that was pretty awesome too. So in spite of not feeling the best today, I am grateful that I was able to let people come over. I did work on making some of those projects that I need to send out for my other business I want to do on the side. So that's a positive thing. I did read my scriptures and meditationals. That's a positive thing. And I am making my YouTube video. So this is a good thing. And I'm okay today. I'm just like, I think my brain is still looking for the negative, which I wish it would stop doing that. That's really kind of annoying. But I'm just like, you know what? I'm even just praying to be okay with the choices that I'm making today, because I just felt so tired and so sick. And it's like, and if I'm just laying there, I had literally like started getting an upset stomach and everything. I had to like lay on my side for like an hour for it to just settle down. I was like, oh, I think I'm just really tired and I need to go back to sleep. And of course, I didn't let myself go back to sleep because I had way too many things to do today. But then I did not have the energy to get up and do it. And every time I tried, my head was like, yeah, that's funny. So, like, I guess I needed to have another day off. I needed to take a break. My body is telling me that I am overdoing it, or it's telling me that I'm not eating enough of healthy foods and not drinking enough liquids, and I'm just dehydrated, and I'm not sleeping, that I'm not exercising because I'm totally out of shape. So I'm just wearing myself out. So I need to learn how to be on a schedule, and it needs to include exercising, it needs to include eating healthier, and it needs to include drinking a lot more fluids, because I don't drink that many ounces of water a day, probably like less than 64 ounces of water a day, which is so bad. Not even close to my own body weight or even half of that. So yeah, I think I'm dehydrated a lot, and that would help me not feel so tired and maybe stave off my headaches because that would be good. Anyway, I know I'm rambling and it sounds like I'm talking about negative things, but I feel like I'm just learning. I'm learning to at least recognize. I think I've said that before, the three A's: awareness, acceptance, action. So I'm becoming aware of things that I need to do. I need to change my schedule. I need to exercise. I need to drink more fluids, water, juice, something to stay hydrated more. I need to eat healthier foods. I think I may have said that. Um, and those are things that I am aware that I need to do. And so that I can accept that I need to do that. I can also accept that I am totally out of shape and that I am not like 20 years younger. And so I can't just get in shape as quickly as I used to. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of process. So I just don't have the energy. So my mind comes up with like 50,000 things that I can do for the day. And 20 years ago, I could have totally done those things, regardless of how out of shape I was. Today, that just doesn't work. I am just too out of shape to do all of those things. So it's teaching me my limitations. But I'm grateful that I can see my limitations and that I'm not frustrated with myself because of them today, which is an amazing change for me to not be negative or beating myself up because I just don't have energy today because I'm just tired and should have taken a nap and I will probably go to bed soon as soon as I get something to eat and some more to drink. But I'm ready to just get ready to go to bed. I'm ready to just write in my journal and go to bed. And I want to write in my journal. I want to write about the things I'm grateful for. I want to get stuff out of my system. Because I feel better when I journal, and I know that, and I'm grateful to know that. And I'm grateful that I can take those actions, that I can make those changes, that I can make the choices. And I'm I'm grateful for people that are willing to come and help me do what I do not have the energy, the motivation, the mental capacity, the whatever to do. Because to me, I was like, I am so overwhelmed and I would not even get through a quarter of what these sisters came and did today. And it's like, wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate their help. I really do. And so this is a good thing for me, and I'm grateful to be able to ask for help. I'm grateful to be able to accept the help. I'm grateful for the help when it was done. I'm grateful to have the space and the things unpacked, and I'm hoping that will help improve my mood and my attitude. So I'm grateful for that because then I can look around and not see a disorganized mess, and so then maybe I won't feel like I'm a disorganized mess. It's kind of interesting how I think our environment affects how we feel sometimes, and I always grew up in a messy, disorganized environment, and so to me that's the norm. But I always like things neater and cleaner and whatever. I just don't do it because I'm like, it's not in my, well, it's probably in my gene pool somewhere to be clean and organized. I have siblings that are very clean and organized, and I'm like, how do you do that? Because I just don't, that's not, yeah. I, I don't like that part of things, but that may be something that I can work on maybe at some point very far in the future. I might decide to do 100 days of cleaning or 100 days of getting organized. Might follow somebody else's version of 100 days of getting organized. I tried that once years ago and it really didn't work for me because you were supposed to do like one thing for 20 minutes a day, and then every day you were supposed to add something else and add something else, and by the end of the week I was overwhelmed and it was just 7 days. And it was a 30-day thing. I'm like, yeah, it didn't last a week. I can't do it. And I'm way more out of shape now, so that's just not going to happen. But I'm grateful that I can laugh at myself. I'm grateful that I can see my limitations, that I'm not expecting myself to have the energy that I had 20 years ago, that I'm just accepting, okay, I can't do what I did then. And I'm grateful that when I wasn't feeling well and I needed to rest, I said, okay, I'm just going to rest. I just need to curl up and rest. I need to stop. I can't do anymore today. And that's just going to have to be okay because I just don't have the energy to do anything else today. And I'm grateful that I can say that I'm okay with that I'm not beating myself up for not doing everything I thought I was going to get done today. And that's just, it's a nice change for me too. I mean, it's weird because my brain keeps looking for that, but then I was like, okay, but what am I beating myself up for? I'm tired. I had a tummy ache. I've got a headache. I don't feel good. I just needed to rest. I got some other stuff done. I got people who came over and helped. I got, took out the trash. I did a load of laundry if I go pull it out of the washer. I made some, something for my other side job business that I want to do. Anyway, I've just lots of things. I mean, I read my scriptures and meditationals, and maybe it's not a lot for the whole day, but for me, for the way that I was feeling today, that was a lot, and that was progress, and that was good. And I think the biggest progress for me right now is that I'm okay with myself today. I'm okay with what I got accomplished. I'm okay that I didn't go to work tonight. I'm okay that I just ordered some food because I don't feel like making anything. I'm okay with this. And I don't have to hate myself tomorrow. I don't have to hate myself today because things didn't work out the way that I planned for them to. And that to me is a miracle because I have beat myself up so many times in my life. I have felt depressed, discouraged, and just turned my head to the wall and like given up, at least for the day or for the week or even for a month because things didn't go the way that I wanted them to. And it has ruined the whole rest of my day, week, month, whatever. And by the end of the month, I don't even remember what it was that ruined it. It was just, it was ruined and I was depressed. And it's crazy, but that's how I used to think. And I like to say how I used to think because I'm not thinking that way today. I'm having to think about how I used to think. I'm having to realize that I'm okay. I'm like, I just don't feel good. This is what I have the energy to do, so this is what I'm going to do, and that's going to have to be okay, and end of story. And I'm grateful that I can do that. I'm grateful that I don't have to mope and complain. I don't have to beat myself up. I don't have to feel like a horrible person. And I can just be grateful for what I have, grateful for what I accomplished, grateful that I'm learning to listen to my body a little bit, grateful that I'm aware of things that I need to change. Just going to add that to my list of things to change because it's probably not going to happen overnight. Well, it's definitely not going to happen overnight. I mean, we're at day 77 and my thought processes are changing. At least I'm not beating myself up for not being perfect or having energy to do things. And I'm stiff and sore from having a little bit of stuff that I did earlier today. So this is good. I'm making progress and I'm grateful that I'm doing these videos because it's helping me to be aware of the progress that I'm making. So I'm not just doing this work and wondering if it's making a difference because I've still had days when I've done these videos where I've still been discouraged or struggled and wondered if it was worth it or if I was making any progress. And then I have days like today where I didn't even feel good and I got a bunch of stuff done, mostly because I had people planned to come over today and I just didn't want to cancel because I needed to get stuff done and maybe I didn't get everything done that I wanted to today, but I'm okay with that because I need to listen to my body and it's telling me I need to rest, so I need to rest and I'm grateful that I can do that and I'm grateful I don't have to beat myself up and I'm grateful for people that are listening to me and letting me ramble and repeat myself because that's kind of, I don't know why I do that. I think I repeat myself because I just never felt like people heard me when I was growing up. So I feel like I have to keep repeating myself until I get a response. And then it's usually a response that people are annoyed with me because I've said something repeatedly. So I hope that you're not getting annoyed with me and not wanting to watch my videos anymore because I keep repeating myself. I need to work on that. But I am grateful. I also think that the repetition, repeating the things that I'm grateful for, helps me keep them at the forefront of my mind and helps me to be able to make those changes that I am grateful for things and that I can do things and that it's okay if I don't do everything. And I'm grateful for that too. And so thank you for listening, for watching. If this is helpful or you like it, you can hit like, subscribe, share if you think it will benefit someone else. And I think that's all I have for today. So thank you, and I hope you have a day full of gratitude.